Hey, welcome back to LeijaLift. I'm Juan.
I'm Victor.
And this is LeijaLift. We're podcast for lift. You can find us on eliteathlete.online, where you can find me for my physical therapy services or any questions relating to health. And you can find Victor on
woofpack.store.
Yes, where you can find your latest gadgets for your pets.
Or it's mostly dogs and cats right now.
Dogs and cats, no parrots. If you're looking for parrot stuff, that's not the place to go. You could also find us on Instagram, Juan LeijaLift _
and Victor Leija _
Victor Leija _. And then, of course, if you're watching us on YouTube. And if you're listening to us, you're listening to us on the podcast. And if you have any questions about anything health related, doing with nutrition or with physical health, you can find us on eliteathlete.online/contact. And then we will put all the links in the description. So let's get started with everything else. So the Spurs are playing tomorrow.
Yeah.
Finally.
Who are they playing?
Finally, that's why I'm repping. That's why I'm repping all this. Victor's trying to look all stylish over here.
What? You have no Spurs content.
This is like gray and black.
I mean that.
And then I got a silver.
That doesn't count.
Watch. Oh, make it dance.
That doesn't count. I didn't even see it under the camera.
One more time.
Oh yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, so they play tomorrow. It's a preseason game, but
yeah.
I'm so excited about it.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see the development or lack thereof in.
What do you mean lack thereof?
Well, you need to see who got better at 3-point shooting, who got better at this, or who kind of like stayed the same, who needs to improve.
Well, I'm not looking at who's getting better. I'm looking towards how they're looking healthy, not better but healthy. DeJounte Murray's healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, they got a few new pieces, but they've got so many guards that I don't know how they're going to work that out. It's a good problem to have, though.
Well, I mean, yeah, it is more of a small ball now, so it'll be interesting. I think our guards, some of them are a little too small for their position, like Derek White as a shooting guard, but I don't see it.
You'd have him at shooting guard?
Well, I mean, considering that DeJounte Murray is a point guard.
Well, yeah, but, I mean, he's working back from the injury, so...
Well, yeah, but you still
got to get comfortable.
But then you got Patty Mills. Are you running Patty Mills, who's even smaller at point guard?
I mean, you might have someone else take the ball. I don't know. Patty Mills has never been like the best ball handler, even though he's a small guy.
Yeah, I don't know. He's lightning quick, but yeah, I don't know about ball.
Yeah, but he always like backs up whenever a defender gets close to him. He always like turns his back instead of like.
Yeah, I've noticed that he looks for like that off screen or screen and three. But I think that maybe you could put Derek White at the point guard position.
Well, it's still a good problem because you have Lonnie, DeJounte Murray, Forbes, White, Mills. Am I missing a guy?
I think there's all the
relevant
possible point guards. Yeah, those guys are all possible point guards. And then you got DeMar DeRozan, who's already.
Well, yeah, but then you got Bellinelli.
And a shooting guard too, though.
Bellinelli,
DeRozan. 6'5", and he runs a shooting guard, I think.
Yeah. Who else?
DeMarre Carroll.
Carroll,
forward.
You got Jakob Poeltl.
Aldridge. Me Too. Luka.
Yep.
I think I saw Samanic or something.
Yeah, well, that's Luka.
Yeah, I know it's his, but his name
his actual name?
Samanic.
And then you got the new guys, too.
Yeah, you got Quindary Witherspoon.
Yeah, and then...
Dedrick Lawson, Keldon Johnson, and Dalton Holmes. Or Holmes, I'm not sure how you say his last name. And Trey Lyles, but...
Yeah, Lyles, too.
So...
Yeah, so...
Who do you want to see out of those guys to play or...
My top two would be... DeJounte Murray coming back from an ACL injury because it's more of a confidence builder, feeling comfortable in actual gameplay, and then Lonnie Walker because his development. I mean, he did really good in the summer league, but during the season last year, he showed signs of all right, he's got something, but those times where I was like, where you at, man? Where you at?
Most of the season. But.
Yeah, where you at? You're stuck. You don't know what's going on. So I'd like to see if he's got caught up to NBA game speed.
Yeah.
Because the athleticism, he definitely showed athleticism offensively last year, but
Yeah.
but yeah, definitely more as to how his game speed and communication with the rest of the guys is going to look like.
I think I'm going to stick with you on that one. DeJounte Murray coming back from knee injury, and Lonnie Walker because last year I didn't really see.
You just biting my style now.
No,
like
always. I'm not really worried about anybody else because DeMar is going to be there. Patty Mills has been there for years.
Yeah.
Amari Carroll's always been that like role player, so I don't see him having a hard time to like adjust to the Spurs. He's always been like that 3-and-D, very like pretty defender type person, so I don't see him being a problem. Jock Alberto, we've had him. Aldridge, we've had him, so I don't really see a lot of else. I'm interested in seeing how Trey Lyles plays for us.
Yeah.
Because he's definitely more of an offensive power forward over top is preferred defensive.
Well, yeah, but Bertans was there before, so
yeah.
he was offensively too.
Yeah, Trey Lyles is probably a little bit better defensively, but I think Lonnie Walker would be my primary pick to see development because of DeJounte Murray. We know he can play. It's just a matter of him kind of filling in his role and staying healthy. So Lonnie Walker is be that guy that we need to step up, and I think we got it good.
All right. And then the LeBron James shoes came out.
17s.
Did you see it on Instagram or did you see it on Facebook?
I saw it on Instagram. I think I saw his post and I saw the 2K post.
Yeah.
And they look really, really nice. I actually would love to get them, but not the all white ones because I know that I would ruin those in a heartbeat.
Scruff them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't have that. Although I was thinking LeBron James, he has the same initials I do. You just switch out the L and the J.
The L and J.
You got the Juan Leija. Maybe I'm gonna take that.
Maybe you can customize your shoe and
I'm gonna make my own shoe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And leave a little crown on top.
Maybe I'm gonna cost something from Alibaba and like switch out the shoes or switch out the letters.
You actually might be able to do that.
Yeah, switch out the letters on the shoes. Yeah, and then like be like, oh, those are LeBron James. Like,
no, those are Juan Leija.
Close. You might know this one a little better.
Huh? Yeah.
So show it off, yeah. So I think I might keep the crown on it too.
You should,
on the JL.
It's a nice addition to the conjoinment of the two letters.
Maybe for the Fantasy Football League Championship, I'm gonna put that on like the front of it, on the championship belt. Just put the JL and put the little logo.
So you're already taking into consideration that you're winning this year.
Yeah, I'm already like. Am I first place? I think I'm first place.
I don't think so.
I think I am.
Maybe no. I don't
if I'm not first, I'm definitely second.
I think you're second.
If I'm only behind on points by like less than 5 points, I think.
I think so. But then again, we're still in week 5. So
check it out. Go to the league button. You don't even know where that in the corner.
You're number 2. It's right there. It shows you. Yeah, you're number 2 by points.
How many?
5.
5 points. What did I tell you? I'm only behind by a little bit of points.
I'm only behind by 30.
Yeah, and I'm going to beat you this week, so that's already going to give you the L.
Well, we'll see about that.
You're going to take the L.
I'm only behind by 30, considering that you've already had 3 more players play, which means that technically you should be at the advantage at this point.
Well, yeah, but one of my players didn't do anything.
But that doesn't matter. You've had 3 players play. That's like saying you can't count that one because he didn't do good.
He didn't do good.
And that doesn't, he didn't play. He didn't play well, so let's just not count that.
I'm saying let's just give me the W for this week. Give you the L. We'll move on. I'm gonna be in first place.
Well,
we'll see who else. Who am I tied with? What are the standings? Give me a little something in here.
You're not tied. Well, you're not. It's just you in first place by 5 points. You and
but
Jisoo.
Who's 3 and 1? Just 2 of us.
Just you and Jisoo. Everybody else is 2 and 2.
And then we've got was that Roel in 3rd?
Yeah, I'm telling you, he beat me last week. I'm telling you.
And then Chris is in 4th.
Yeah. Last week, look, everybody.
Dang,
everybody. I'm telling you, I don't know what he's doing, but
he left you in the dust.
And then his England defense gave him 25.
Yeah, he could work on that.
His kicker gave him 13. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Although he missed the game-winning field goal this week, so they played on Thursday night. He missed it. And then Rolly, bye week, who I beat last week. He's in 5th, and you, then John, and the champion from, was that last year's champion?
Yeah, last year's champion.
Last year's champion.
No, the year before.
2 years ago.
The year before, because last year was first.
It was a rookie luck. It was his first year. He won his first year. It was all rookie luck. Now he's all fluff this year.
Yeah, he didn't. I think he lost Antonio Brown too.
Yeah.
So he kind of had to mix and match. There.
Yeah, restructure that contract with the rest of the players out there.
He sent me a trade, but I said nah.
No.
Not right now. I need to see how Tyreek Hill comes back first before I go to really. I mean, it was a pretty good trade. I'm not gonna lie.
No one's offered me anything, so.
Well, I mean, he needs a receiver, so.
Yeah.
I told him. Depending on Tyreek Hill, but Tyreek Hill's still Tyreek Hill.
If anyone needs running backs, I got running backs. I do have running backs. I don't have many receivers. I got like a starting lineup, and that's about it. But I got plenty of running backs. And then you go into the Texans game this week.
Texans and Falcons on Sunday at noon.
So by the time this comes out, the game might be starting.
Yeah, I'll be at the game when this comes out. Like I'll be there, not dressed in any jersey because I don't care for the team, but
just going.
It'll be an NFL team. I'm probably gonna wear a shirt that says, "Just here for support." Like hurt this guy because he's a Falcons fan and we're gonna be in Houston.
Oh, yeah.
So I might just put on like a shirt with the sign that says, just here for support. Like, sorry, don't beat me up, beat this guy up, and kind of just watch.
Just watch them beat him up.
Yeah, just watch. I mean, it'd be a fun video.
Are you gonna hold his drink while he gets beat up?
No, I'm gonna drink this drink.
Okay. Yeah. So no real skin in the game.
Yeah, no. I mean, I might buy a shirt just to be supportive to one team. Because you know how they have those not because everybody wears jerseys, but they also have those shirts, Texan shirts. So I might buy a Hopkins shirt just to have support. But there's no way I'm gonna go for the Falcons.
All right. Well, I guess we tried getting some support out there from. I thought you were a Falcons fan for the longest time too.
I was a Banco Vic fan, but that's a player fan, not a team fan. It's like saying I like LeBron, but I'm not a Lakers fan. So I'm just a LeBron fan.
All right, yeah, because I thought you just like the Falcons.
No, you Eagles, baby.
I just thought you liked birds in general.
I mean, I do like birds.
Yeah, so that's why I thought on the Eagles Falcons, I thought you were like, oh, let's go for all the birds.
See, because the birds and I, we have something in common. We both fly, so.
With this shirt right
both
there.
Fly.
Fly.
Somebody told me today this looks touristy, so.
Touristy?
Yeah, touristy.
Nah, that looks like you're trying too hard.
It's just a regular shirt.
You've got a lot of people doing activities you don't do on that shirt.
I do, except for
bike.
swimming. I bike.
When?
Like twice a week.
Where?
Just
in the neighborhood?
No, to the park.
To go pick up tortillas?
No,
that's you go get tortillas.
I actually bike. I actually do bike.
Whose bike?
The same one that we've had there for the longest time.
Oh.
The same one I used to take to the bike trails years ago.
What? I didn't even know.
I mean, I don't trust the brakes on it, but that doesn't mean I don't bike.
That's true. Whatever. I do see what else is in here. I do see a dog. Speaking of dogs, how's the Woofpack going?
Woofpack's going great.
Woofpack, if you don't know what Woofpack is, now you know what Woofpack is.
Woofpack.store. It's going great. Check it out.
Alright. For your pets' needs.
For your pets' needs.
The latest toys. You do need to update the words on there. I checked it out the other day. It just says like dog toy or cat toy.
Yeah, I had to change some, but because they came in a very long.
I will say you need to change that stuff instead of just saying cat toy. Put something more fly on there. Yeah. Speaking of fly, there you go. Put something a little more fly on there.
Something more on my level.
Yeah. And then Elite Athlete is about to start doing some marketing out there, so I'll be getting out there a little bit more. I've just been waiting to get all the everything in order, so I think by November I should have everything ready to go.
I'll be waiting for my dry fit shirt.
Dry fit, maybe.
Or I'm assuming you're gonna use dry fits.
Maybe.
To wear to the gym.
I might just tattoo it across my chest and wear nothing.
Oh, there you go.
Could do that too.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And then we've got some what do you have? Waffles, pancakes?
Both.
Both right here.
You got waffles and pancakes.
Yeah.
From Kodiak Cakes.
So shout out to Kodiak over here.
Yeah.
So I've done the pancakes. I mean, they have the powder too, but I mean, I think this is just more convenient.
Yeah,
myself.
It's a lot more. You put it in the microwave for 45 seconds.
Yeah. Let me hold one. Let me hold this.
You can sit down right here. I don't want that one.
Boom. So, yeah, because this is the waffles are the ones that I got.
Yeah. So personally, I like the Power Flapjacks, as they're called, better. You only get 3.5 grams of fat.
Watch this. Hold on.
You see, this is what you get whenever you eat waffles.
Right
great.
here.
So you should get these babies.
All right.
So on these, you want to get 3.5 grams of fat, 32 carbs, and 14 grams of protein. So that's I usually obviously pancakes. I like to use them with my breakfast.
Yeah.
I mix them with not mix them with, but I eat them with like my eggs and egg whites mix.
Yeah.
And my protein shake added.
We talked about it last week too.
So that's kind of what I like to use for my breakfast. I haven't tried the waffles, so I can't speak on those, and I'll let you do that if you want.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just the flavor, but these have a little bit more fat on them, right?
Yeah, like 4 times more.
Yeah, these have a little bit. I don't know if it's a flavor itself or if it's like the fact that they're the waffles instead of the pancakes. But yeah, I didn't really look at it until you pointed it out. So that's why we needed a certified nutrition specialist on deck.
Yeah, read labels.
To point things out, even though I know about labels, sometimes I just forget to look them up. And look, this one even has more serving sizes to it, isn't it? There's 3 of them. This one I can only have 2 of them, and you have more carbs, but it doesn't really matter because there's a lot less fat on this thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I might look into the flavors a little bit more because when I went to go look for them, I was just looking for them, and I just found this is the only flavor they had.
I've actually been curious to try that one, so
yeah.
But then I looked
It's
at the
good.
back end and I was like, man, do I really want to use 11 grams?
Yeah.
But you know what, it might be worth it.
Well, since you're a biker over here, I didn't realize you were a biker, and you're gonna burn that
I'm
off.
not a biker, but
you're gonna burn it off since you're cycling all the time.
Yeah, you're right.
You're like that Pokemon. What is it? Pokemon Gold, Pokemon Silver, riding your bike around town like
all
that.
All of them actually. Come on,
going through all the cities.
That's the mock bike. It's a quick one.
Yeah, you're using a mock bike over there catching Pokemon out of the grass.
The aggro. I think that's the one. The one where you pop the little.
How do you remember that?
Just have a good memory. I'm a genius.
Is that the one that hops on like?
You can hop and you can like pop a wheelie and whatnot.
Yeah. But I remember your Pokemon game described race last week, so.
Yeah.
Oh, what'd you have? What'd you have under all your Pokemon at 99?
I had like 90% of all the Pokemon at fully leveled 100 all the way. I mean, obviously I didn't play for a long time, but it probably took me the better part of like 6-7 years to do.
Yeah.
And just vanished. Just like that.
Just like that one day.
And I had also caught every single possible Pokemon to catch.
In one reset.
One reset.
One reset.
Not even reset, it was a reset and then a save. The reset would have been fine, you just turn it off and save it. But then they saved it.
And then for these, I think got these at HEB. So again, thank you HEB. Shout out to these. And then these were from Target. So
I've seen those at HEB as well, but I haven't bought them.
Mm-hmm. So got these at Target right here. Yeah. So yeah, anything else on nutrition for us this week?
No, just actually I tried a new product tomorrow, but we'll save that and I'll bring a little.
Actually, have something for it.
Yeah.
Educate the people over here.
Yeah.
I'm
always looking for fun ways to add good, tasteful things to your diet and still stay macro or calorie friendly.
So you can look like this. See, I don't even fit in the camera. Half my body's off the camera because I'm so wide. If I went straight, I'd be taking up half the space.
Yeah,
so
we need to get.
Can't be having that.
We need a bigger camera.
And then if I flex, then that's a problem.
Yeah, I can be like this.
Problem.
I'll just be like this.
That's a problem. I watched too much Jersey Shore, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gym tan.
I think I just stuck to the gym. The tan already came with the package.
Yeah, you just got a natural.
And as you can see, I don't do laundry. So.
Yeah, we don't do laundry.
Yeah, I don't do laundry. I just wear the dry fits. Boom, pop the dry fit.
And so you had something for us on hip.
Yes. So now moving on to we did shoulder for like 2 weeks in September. Now we're moving on to hip for October. So hip, we'll start off with just the basics. So we're eventually going to work up to hip pain, but starting off with the basics of hip. The hip is a very stable joint. It's very stable in the sense that there's not a lot of excess movement as in the shoulder, right? They're very similar joints to where they're a ball and socket joint, but the shoulder doesn't have a lot of structural stability. It has a lot more like ligamentous muscle, soft tissue, muscle stability. The hip has a lot more structural stability, so it's because it sits in the socket a little bit better. Now a lot of your limitations from the joints can either come from pain with bending the hip, pain from extending the hip, or pain with like bringing the hip out to the side. And all those can be either joint limitations, whether it be like an inferior glide, a posterior glide, or an anterior glide of the hip, depending on the type of movement, right? But even before that, structural wise, where we're focusing on today, I'm getting ahead of myself. The hip can sit in a different manner to where it's sitting in the angles, right? You have different angles to where the hip is coming out way too much, or the hip is angled way inside like this, and that's it. So this is boom, showing out the forearm, the head of the hip right here, the angle right here. So that's gonna also take into effect on how your stance is, like how you stand. Like some people stand pigeon toed,
right.
and some people stand like what do you call it? Duck walk.
Supinated or no?
Yeah, duck walk. So that's a lot of it. That can be due to structural changes.
Okay.
Meaning that's just how their hips sit, and how the pelvis width too. So depending on how wide their pelvis is and how their hips sit, you're either gonna have more of a pigeon toe where you have an anti version, or you're gonna have a toe out where you have a retro version. And this comes into play with squats because they know how people are like, oh, this is how you should squat, or this is how you should be positioned when you squat. Your feet should be like this, and this. It's really going to depend on your structure as well, right? More often, guys have a toe out stance. Yeah. It's a retroversion stance. It's just more natural for a guy. Women tend to have more of a pigeon toe. Now, some guys do have the pigeon toe aspect to it, but to where they have more femoral internal rotation going on. Guys have more external rotation, limited internal rotation due to the structural changes. So taking the hip into account with pain with squatting, we'll throw some, get ahead of ourselves, I guess. You need to be careful as far as the structural changes of the hip, and this is where, again, a specialist in physical therapy or a specialist in anatomy is really going to help you as far as why you're having pain in the hips whenever you do certain activities such as squatting, right? So we'll stick to just a squat as our benchmark for this one. So we'll stop there with hip. We won't get ahead of ourselves. So that I was gonna go into like a bunch of other stuff.
Oh, we'll have the rest fully loaded next week.
Yeah. Well, I guess we can go into some of the muscles too.
Yeah.
Or should we wait?
You tell me.
Nah, we'll wait. We'll
right.
wait on that, on the muscles, but more on the bone structure. We'll stop there. Anything else for this week?
I think we got all of it covered.
All right. So again, you can find us on eliteathlete.online/contact to ask us your questions. You can find us on eliteathlete.online just in general to check it out. See what we have going on. Woofpack.store.
Woofpack.store. Make sure you check it out.
Right. Instagrams LeijaLift _
and Victor Leija _
where you can catch snippets of this podcast throughout the week, leading up to the next podcast.
Yep.
And what else do we have going on? I think that's it, right? That's it. And then go ahead and check these out.
Kodiak Cakes.
Check these out. Shout out to Kodiak Cakes. Shout out to HEB for having them for us. Although I had to travel to like a bougie HEB because my closest HEB didn't have them.
Really? The Plus didn't have it?
Didn't have it.
Well, it's because nobody necessarily really cared. Remember we talked about like supplement shops?
That's true.
There's no more mouse.
Yeah. So I know my mouse around the area.
Yeah.
All right. So catch us next week. Esto por hoy. Boom. Flex dale.